everyone, my name is Kate Dunlap and I'm the academic advisor for the Weber Honors College. We're getting closer to your SDSU orientation date, so if you haven't registered for your SDSU orientation already, make sure to pause this video and click on the link in the video description below to register now. And if you haven't followed our Honors Advising Instagram page yet, please take a moment to do that. It's at SDSU Honors Advising. I make sure to post a lot of helpful tips and resources for all things related to honors advising, workshops, my hours, anything that might be useful to you. First things first, you're welcome to schedule a one-on-one advising appointment with me before you attend your SDSU orientation with your major advisor. So I've included instructions on how to schedule a one-on-one appointment with me in the email, so make sure to take a moment and go review that right now. One of the classes that you'll be taking in the fall for your honors minor in interdisciplinary studies is Honor 100. Honor 100 is already registered for you on your schedule, and it's taking place Wednesdays at 1 p.m. It's a 50-minute class, so it just runs from 1 o'clock to 1:50 p.m. And you might notice that there is another section at 9 a.m. The 9 a.m. section is just for incoming freshmen, so the course content is a little bit different. The section that you'll be taking of Honor 100 at 1 p.m. is going to be with all incoming transfer students, including the new continuing SDSU sophomore and junior students who are joining the Honors College. So make sure that you are arranging your other classes around that Honor 100 course. And there's nothing else that you need to do to stay enrolled in Honor 100 for the fall. It's already on your schedule, so you should be good to go. If for some reason you have a required major class that conflicts with the Honor 100 section that runs from 1 to 1:50 p.m. on Wednesdays, and there's no other available sections of the course, please send me an email at honorsadvising@sdsu.edu so we can talk and come up with an alternative option for you. However, if you don't have any other required major courses at that time, you'll need to be staying enrolled in that section of Honor 100 for the fall to stay on track with your honors minor. You'll take the honors capstone class, 495, during your final semester at SDSU, but you're going to have all of these options and all of these options to choose from as additional classes on top of Honor 100 that you could take in the fall semester. I would really recommend that if possible, you take one of these additional honors courses to stay on track with all of your honors coursework. There's still going to be a few of these sections that you can choose from when you register for your fall classes. And yes, you can take an Honor 313 and 313 at the same time, or an Honor 313 and an Honor 413 at the same time. You can take your Honor 413 before you take your 313, or you could just take one of these courses in addition to your Honor 100 class in the fall semester. So there's a nice little combination of classes that you're able to take. You're able to start planning for your fall classes before you go to your SDSU orientation. So let me show you how to do that using Web Portal. So when you log on to Web Portal, the first thing you're going to do is select where it says My Registration on the left-hand side. So go ahead and click this first, and then it's going to take you to a page that looks similar to this one. This was from several years ago, this screenshot. So go ahead and update this to say Fall 2022 right here in the upper left-hand side, and then go ahead and click Update. Once it's updated, then you're going to want to select Plan for a class a little bit lower down. So once you select Plan for a class, you're going to be able to enter schedule numbers in the box right here. So in the email, I've attached the list of schedule numbers for the Honor 313 and Honor 413 classes. And we'll go over that in a little bit. But once you have your schedule number, you'll want to enter it right here. And then once you've entered the schedule number, you'll be able to see here that it's been added to your planner successfully. So here's kind of a good example of what the confirmation looks like when you're planning for a class. And as a reminder, before your registration date, you are just planning for classes, you're not enrolling in them. You will enroll in your classes during your SDSU orientation day. As I mentioned, I included all of the Honor 313 and Honor 413 schedule numbers and course descriptions in the email. So make sure when you get a chance to pause this video and go ahead and take a look at those. So you're going to have the option to enroll in any of the open sections of Honor 313 or in the open sections of Honor 413 once your registration time hits during your SDSU orientation. So what you'll want to do, let's go back up here to our Honor 313 courses. would be to identify first which course is open. So let's use intellectuals in 20th century Europe as an example. So let's say this was the open section of Honor 313 that you wanted to add in addition to Honor 100 for your fall 2022 schedule. So you take a look at this and you can see on this chart that it's Honor 313. You can see the schedule number, the name of the course. You can see when the class meets, what time, what's the location. So you'd want to identify the schedule number right here. So take a look at that. And then you would go back to Web Portal. And then like we were doing in our example here, you would just take that schedule number from the PDF that I'm emailing you, and you are going to insert it right here in the box and then click continue. And then again, you would see that it had been successfully added to your planner. So as a reminder, you are not enrolling in these courses right now, you are only planning for them. And then the only difference is that during your SDSU orientation time, when you go to officially enroll in your classes, instead of selecting, right here where it would say plan for a class, you're going to have the option to enroll in the class. So that will be the only difference during your SDSU orientation day when you're officially enrolling in your classes. In the email, I also attached a list of course descriptions for the Honor 313 and 413 classes. So when we're looking at our schedule number sheet, we can see the course title, but sometimes the title doesn't give us all the information that we need about a course. That's why it's really important for you to take some time to read through the course descriptions. So you can see again, title, the professor's name, the time that the course will be, and then the description. So each course has a little blurb that you can read. So go ahead, take a look through these and see what seems most interesting to you. I would recommend having multiple choices of courses that you would be happy with taking. When you go to your SDSU orientation and you register for your courses, you're going to see that some of these courses, the Honor 313s and 413s, are already filled up. That's because continuing SDSU students have already enrolled in their courses for the fall. So what I'd recommend doing is that if you can, please try to enroll in an open section that you can enroll in during your orientation day. You can always waitlist another section of a course. So you're welcome to waitlist another section of a course, but to be honest, unless you're number 1 or number 2 on the wait list for an honors course, it's pretty unlikely that you're going to be able to get a spot in the class. Again, that's why I think it's really important to just enroll in an open section of a course on your registration date and time during orientation. Now, sometimes students end up taking a course that they're not maybe really familiar with the topic or don't know much about, but a lot of our students say that those are some of their favorite courses because it's giving you a new perspective and opening you up to an entirely new topic. One more thing that I want to make a quick note of, when you're searching for honors classes in Web Portal, let's use again that Honor 313 Intellectuals in 20th Century Europe as an example. So when you click on the course in Web Portal, you're able to see the full description, the title again, and then you also can see some footnotes and if there's any prerequisites for the course. So when you're looking at Honor 313 courses again in Web Portal, you may see that the prerequisite says that you need to have credit or concurrent registration in Honor 113. Please ignore this. Since you are a transfer student, this requirement, Honor 113, is waived for you. So please know that this is not going to affect you since you are a transfer student and that you are able to enroll in any of the open sections of Honor 313 on your registration day. So as a quick recap, in the fall, you're going to be taking Honor 100, and then you'll also have the option of adding on an open section of Honor 313 or 413 to your schedule. But in the fall, you'll mostly be taking your major courses. So mostly upper division major courses are what you'll be taking, but there's also a few upper division GE courses. These are called GE Explorations. So let's talk a little bit more about those. So these are what your GE Exploration courses look like on your degree evaluation. So we can see right here, Explorations, these are upper division GE courses that you're able to take in the semester where you're achieving 60 or more units. So we can see here we have a natural science, a social and behavioral science, and a humanities option. So for most of you, you're just going to be able to choose one class from each of these sections that fits your interests and you'd like to take. However, if you are science major, pre-med, kinesiology, you may be interested in taking this biology 336 course because it's a physiology course that can be very useful to you. And then for your social and behavioral sciences, the cool thing is that Honor 413 is going to overlap with this GE exploration course. And then the nice thing too is that because there's a little plus sign next to it, it's going to fulfill this cultural diversity requirement here. So all this cultural diversity means is that one of your GE exploration courses, so one of these three, either natural sciences, social and behavioral sciences, or humanities, has to have a cultural diversity component, and it needs to have this plus sign next to it. So you can just plan that you'll be taking Honor 413 at some point, and that will clear your social and behavioral sciences requirement and the cultural diversity requirement because there's a plus sign there. So that's pretty nice. So let's say during the fall semester, you want to take one of your GE explorations and you decide to take natural sciences. So instead of having to go through your degree audit and click through every single one of these courses to read the description, what I would recommend doing instead would be to search on Web Portal. So let's go back to Web Portal. And we can see here that when you're searching for courses, instead of, like I said, clicking through every single one of those, you can just click right here on the left-hand side where it says Browse by General Education. So let's click right here, and then we can search by exploration. So we're looking at our GE explorations, which are those upper division GEs, and let's click on natural sciences. So from right here, you're able to see the course number, the name, where it's going to be held, who the professor is, what time. So this is really useful. And then you can kind of just scroll through all these courses. You'll be able to see how many seats are open. Again, this is going to change between right now and during your SDSU orientation day when you're registering for classes, but it does give you a good idea of what's available. And then what you can do is you can just click on any of the courses here. You can read the description. You can see if there's any prereqs. Generally for these upper division GEs, the GE explorations, the prereqs will just be having completed your lower division GE courses. Another tool that we like to use is MyMap. MyMap's a great tool because it helps show you which courses you need to take every semester in order to graduate on time. Please keep in mind though with MyMap, it's very generic, and although it's a great resource, most students don't follow it exactly. So let me show you how to use MyMap real quick. The link to MyMap will be in the video description below, but generally this is what MyMap looks like. If you just Google SDSU MyMap, it'll pop right up. So what you want to do first is select your catalog year. So this is the year that you're coming into SDSU, which is 2022. So we'll go ahead and select that. And then for a major, let's just select a popular major and use general business for right now. So you can see all the majors are in here. Then we'll just go ahead, scroll down, select business administration, general business, and then you can click submit. And it's really cool because like I was saying, you can see it kind of gives you this, generic, but it's a nice 4-year plan that you can follow. So you can see first year, second year, third year, and fourth year. However, most of you will be coming to SDSU with these first 2 years of coursework finished from community college. So you'll want to take a look here at the third year. So you can see that the list of recommended major courses are here on each semester. So you can kind of take a look and follow this plan. Now, I strongly recommend that you listen very carefully to what your major advisor has to say during your SDSU orientation day when it comes to registering for classes. Because as I mentioned, although MyMap's a great tool, it is not personalized to you. And you want to make sure that when you're meeting with your major advisor, that you are selecting the correct classes for you to take during the fall semester to stay on track with your major. Before the end of the video today, I also want to show you how you can find your major advisor through the major advisor directory. So the link to this will be in the video description. So what you can do is take a look at all the different major advisors for every single major. It's a really great resource, and I highly recommend that you use this. So we use general business as an example on MyMap. So we'd go ahead and click G. It will take us here to general business. We can click expand, and it shows you who all the different advisors are for general business. Where it shows right here, A through J, this would be last name. And then it also gives you a link to the Student Success Center for the College of Business. So it also gives you some extra resources. Another example would be computer science, because I know they have a good Student Success Center as well. So you could click computer science, you can see the advisors, and then you can also see again the link to their Student Success Center. So not every major has a Student Success Center, not every major has multiple advisors, but it does give you a good way to find your contacts for each major. So definitely look into this. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. I know it's a lot of information, but I really hope you found it helpful. Make sure to go ahead and schedule a one-on-one advising appointment with me before you go to your SDSU orientation so I can help guide you through creating your fall schedule. Remember that the link to make an appointment with me is in the email I sent. I'm really looking forward to meeting you soon.